Hello, everybody, and welcome to this quick and yeah, it's gonna be a quick stream just to take a look at the new ball sorting feature that we're gonna have in the game, which is something that we have been requested for years. I know myself, at least, has been requesting this for so many years, and it's gonna be interesting to take a look at how it works and see if we do see any value of it, because it has been a lot of speculations. Like, it has been a speculation about would they sell this feature, and the second speculation would be obviously on how would it look, like how would it work, and all from people have been wishing to have that you can move the balls around yourself, so you can somewhat position the balls wherever you want in your bag, or maybe just having like 4 or 8 slots at the top, so you could move that up there, so it would be easier for you when you go in game. And some people have been speculating that it would just be like the tees and the whole explosions, where you can categorize by last bought and yeah, everything like that. So I would love to hear everyone's thoughts. So please don't spam the chat, but please say what you think, and obviously, I mean, keep it respectful. I'm gonna remove this here. Keep it respectful as well when speaking about it. And so, before we take a look, just going to give everyone that is live on Twitch some golf balls as well, just because you're here. I'm gonna give you 50 golf balls each for those that do open up their golf bag there. And also a little plug, we do have the 9-hole cup content coming up today. If you're looking for a guide for Master Division, sign up on any package on Patreon, patreon.com/golfclashtommy. And then tonight I do have a stream where I'm actually gonna play some online poker, only for those above 18. So that's important to have in mind. It's restricted on both Twitch and YouTube to do that. So to be able to get the ball sorting option in your app, you're gonna have to go to the App Store, and you need to update the Golf Clash app. Is this is my first look? Yes, I have not checked this one before. Again, to have that very clear, I'm not sponsored by Playdemic, and even when I was sponsored by Playdemic, I did not get to see any features beforehand, which I think sucked, because I would be able to I could have presented it and hyped it up in a much better way. But this is the first time I look at it, and it's I've seen a couple of pictures already on Messenger, people sharing that on there, and see some stuff. So let's take a look, and then I will obviously reply to some comments and stuff like that. This won't be more than 30-minute stream. I have a lot of stuff to do as well. I'm playing the new course at the moment, dropped hole 1 and dropped hole 2. I'm gonna go to hole number 3 as well to see what we can do there. So let's take a look at is there any... Right, let's take a look at this one first. The wait is over, and we're thrilled to announce the ball sorting is now available. We've created a system that helps you quickly find the right ball for your current conditions, both in tour play and tournament play. The aim has been to create a balance between extensive player control and speed of selection during the heat of competition. A dual sort system allows both primary and secondary sorting to be combined for speedy adjustments. Do you want to find a wind resistant ball with high power? No problem. Effortless ball stats comparison. Bringing the ball stats forward is one of the key innovations in this new feature, where you no longer need to select a ball to view its stats. Visualized in a list view, you can quickly compare ball stats before making a selection. Before I read, we do have the ones and only, or the one and only Golf Clash. Not a fake account, so Golf Clash account is in here as well. I don't know if it's Uriah or whoever, doesn't really matter though. But please, again, if you do have any thoughts about the update, please write that in the chat. And but again, keep it respectful. Doesn't matter if you're positive or negative, keep it respectful. Alright, so here we do have a picture, all the ways of power, side spin, wind resistant, top maximum precision, US olds, and trending. It's interesting. So trending would... Okay, I'm gonna read see. We also switched to default sort order. We know from years of data that our most recently released balls are what players like to use the most, so we made it easier for you to find these balls without touching the sort controls. The new ball sort inventory replaces the existing ball inventory in all locations, so whether you're setting up before a tournament or teeing off on Tour 8, you will have the right tools for the job. Trending now. If you're ever in need of inspiration, you can use this special trending sort. Trending looks at the hole you're playing and examines, I don't know, oh, super bad English, looks at the which balls other players have used to play it over a 24-hour period, and then orders your ball by the most frequently used. As a shortcut, we highlight the most popular premium ball that other players have been winning with on that hole. This should give an instant idea on which stats are most suitable for the hole. We also highlight the ball which is currently available to buy in store. This helps you to assess where it will be useful addition to your collection. Right. Forced reselect begun. After reviewing feedback, we removed the requirement to reselect your ball at the end of every pack. So you will now only have to select a new ball once the stock has completely depleted. Well done. I love that. I'm not grinding much, but especially in practice mode in tournaments, that's terrible, honestly. So I love that that's back. That was all gone. I love it's already gone in the regular term. That's great. Other improvements. We've added many other small improvements to both guide new players and to streamline the ball selection process for existing players. We have more great ideas for the next version of ball sorting, but now we hope that you like the update and are no longer caught fumbling with your balls. In case you missed the ball sorting release video and want to see it, yeah, yada yada yada. Happy swinging and stuff like that. Alright, let's take a look at it then in action here. So, we do have these stuff here. I don't see the trending part though. I might just be... oh, it's obviously when you're going into the hole, so you can see that. My bad. So, basically here, this is the way you can... Before you play a hole, this is the way you can categorize it or sort it. With power, side spin, wind resistant, top spin, back spin, precision, and then newest or oldest. And like, just for the sake of the example, let's press power, then it comes all the power 5 balls here. And I guess I'm gonna see what ball is the law. Okay, so basically it looks like, based on power here, that now this is a guess. Golfcraft, maybe you can confirm that or what, but the power 5 ball that was released the first in the game is the one that is at the bottom. That's how I look at it, and then obviously the most prevalent one at the top there. So, which is actually yeah. Alright, then let's take a look at wind resistance then. We press wind resistance, we have power and wind resistance here. And then we do have obviously the latest release ball at the top there. And so it's actually just, I forgot about that. But I have a lot of balls here. I've been spending a lot of money. So, and then we do have the P5 Wind Force coming after that as well. So, I mean, it would be a fairly easy way in this way to be able to locate what ball you're gonna get. I think, at least from my end, I think it's like wind resist. I mean, just thinking here now. Let's say that I want to play a par 3, right? Let's say if I want to play a par 3 and I want to have wind resistance 5. Alright, so let's clear this one. We're gonna have wind resistance 5. But then if I place... So I'm going to have to somewhat sort it with a different stat. Like if I sort it with power, it's not going to give me the par 3 balls at the top. It's going to be the power ones obviously at the top. So, and there is no way for me to have the lowest power, I guess. I don't think so. So that's going to be wind resistance. If we do go none, we can see the latest wind 5 ball that has been released. So then we do have the, so then I will have to find a way, if so go side spin, but then the side spin 5 is gonna come up on top here. Yeah, I mean, this, like, let's say like this. I think this is I think this is a great start of this tool. I mean, before we couldn't sort it in any way. And for those of us, including myself, that do have a lot of golf balls, it's definitely, I can already see it's way more helpful. There is a couple of things that I'm thinking of already from the start here. It's number one, I'm going to have to be prepared before I go into a hole. Now I'm thinking purely from a tournament play perspective, right? We're going to talk about tour play as well. But from a tournament play perspective, I'm going to have to be super prepared before I go into the hole to have it somewhat have the correct ball selected, or have it categorized in the way that would be useful when I go into the hole. Like, let's say, for an example, like you said, Fensel, there, like when it comes to ball switching, if I'm gonna do a ball swap, I would pick one ball and then I would, in that case, go and categorize or sort out so I can easily find other balls. So that would help me if I would be prepared. But if I'm not prepared, that's gonna be most likely a mess. But I'm gonna have to be prepared for that. So let's say that I would be selecting this mean and green, and then I would obviously have that here. I would then go into the hole. I would be, I hope it gets, I mean, will this, this is actually interesting for me as well. When I do play the hole, let's actually try that then. So I do have that ball, and then I wanted to switch to, the monster truck once I do go into practice and play. Do I have to select the sort options again, or are they now stuck as that was the latest way that I left them? Let's try. I want to see that first, because that would be a big thing for me. Like, let's say that I will, now this is just an example, let's say that I do play with a mean green ball, or like I want to start with a power 0 ball, which is the mean green, but then I'm going to swap to a power 5, right? So then my thinking is that I select the power 0 just as normal, and then I do set the sort options so I can have the monster truck on the top, so I can speed up the fact that I wanted to do a ball swap, for an example. Now, again, I'm thinking about it from a tournament perspective here, right? So let's see if I do have to reselect. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a ball swap. I swap ball. Alright, so I'm going to have to reselect the thing then. Okay, so I'm going to have to reselect, yeah, power and win 5. I'm going to have to do that. Sure, if I would be locating where the ball is already, what type of stuff that I'm gonna sort, and I think that's something that, you know, now I'm thinking guide perspective, that's definitely something I do think we're going to have to help players with, because otherwise ball swapping is going to be, it's gonna be so many timeouts. Yeah, Golf Clash, if you could, I don't know if you're watching on Twitch as well, but that would be a great thing to do that too. A lot of good comments there as well, I must say. Alright, so let's forfeit this going out. So, from a ball swapping perspective, which is very common in tournament play, it's going to be this structure then. You're gonna select the ball just as normal, then you're going to have to be prepared to what you're going to have to sort. If you're not lucky that the ball is at the top of the power list or the wind resistant list, you're going to have to make a note of how to sort the two options so you can speed up and find the balls quicker. If you do that and you prepare yourself like that, it's going to be much less time consuming. But I see the little danger with the fact that if you're not used to it and if you're not prepared for it, it's going to be more time consuming, because you're gonna scroll looking for that ball, yeah, so it's gonna be definitely not as valuable to do ball swaps, I think. Yeah, that's all right. So, like, again, this from a tournament perspective, like, one thing that I do miss with this is that I missed that we would have a couple of options at the top. I were thinking, like, let's say our bags, like, I mean, just have a row with the top 4 or top 8 or something like that, so you could select and move your favorite balls there. Like, just move your then we can have everything else, but just so we can have our favorite balls position at the top. I think that would help immensely from I think that will help immensely, again, from a tournament perspective. Right, looking from tour play perspective, then I think there is definitely, as we're in tour play, you're already selecting the ball that you're going to play with already from the start. And sure, it could be situations where you're swapping if you do have a different wind, and I think the trending option could definitely be a situation where players with less experience might use that one to give themselves information on what type of ball to play with there. But other than that, I don't. I mean, I may sound negative. I'm just trying to see both sides of it. First, like the biggest positive thing is that we are having some type of sort option, because I think once we just get to learn how to use it in a good way, it's going to shave off time. But I can't sit here and just absolutely celebrate, because I were hoping for a specific, like you said, Vlad, in the chat there, like a specific ball bag for tournaments. Like now you get in more in detail, but just select and move and just have some favorites at the top. I think that would be absolutely brilliant, and that's what I think. So there is some positives, absolutely. There are some stuff that I would have loved to have with, but I can't sit here be negative about the ball sort option, because at least it's a start of something. And I think Golf Clash being here, just listening to feedback and stuff like that, is perfect. And I appreciate everyone being civil and being, what can I say, coming with constructive feedback in a positive and a negative way. The suggestion for drag and drop is brilliant. Second sort mode. I mean, that is something that, at least in the shots that I'm very much involved in, and I'm involved in many shots, but mainly in shots that are tournament based, right? We're playing tournaments, so it's easier for me to look at those type of things that would be very beneficial for a tournament player, because tournament players today, no matter what division you're playing, you're doing ball swaps, you're doing that, and many of us sit with a lot of golf balls, and the problem is not that we can't find a ball. The problem is that we have a big chunk of golf balls that is, let's take a look here. So let's go and sort this one on wind resistance, and then we have the latest ball. And sure, now we can be lucky to find, but this is same way almost to on how it was laid up before. You're gonna have to scroll a lot if you're going to find a ball that is further down and stuff like that. So it's going to end up to be that you're using the most previous balls. And sure, if I then categorize and go power 5 for example, sure, it could be a way for me to focus on the power number to then find the ball that I want to have. But the balls that are somewhat being neglected are the ones that, you know, you see these balls here in the middle a little bit, right? I see I have 215 Kraken balls. I mean, I'm never going to use that ball in a big extent, because I mean, I'm not going to scroll there. I'm never going to be sorting myself there either. So I think it's going to be using the oldest ones or using the newest ones a little bit. But again, I mean, it's I would say like this, it's a start. I do have a lot of golf balls though. Might need to stock up with a little Win 5 ball soon. Maybe, no. No, I do have a lot. Yeah. Sorry, I was just... reading the comments, it seems we all want pre-select slots to choose between balls we need for each specific hole, quick access to 2 or 3 balls of choice. I think definitely it's I definitely think what can I say, a tournament player would probably like that. I definitely think, based on the comments, it's definitely the biggest thing suggested in the chat here. Looking at Gold Rival, favorite a ball and moves to the top. This would be ideal for tournament holes to favorite a few balls, and that will be used. Current sorting looks great for tour and paid balls. No, Andy, I don't think so either. I like this new ball. Like, I have so many of. I was looking at the quantum ball. Where is the quantum ball? Okay, and the power wind resistance is gonna take some time for me to get used to here. So I was looking at the quantum and the where's the rock and roll ball. There is a lot of. I do have a lot of balls. There would be a way for me to maybe stock up with some P2. I mean, actually have a pretty decent amount there too. It's the rugby ball I'm not gonna play, but I would like to maybe have a little bit more of the P2 balls. The P1 balls, I do have plenty of that. Sure, it's with backspin boost, but that's what we have been getting lately, so I mean, that's fine there too. Right, Michael. Definitely should be beta testing by players for feedback before main releases. Get feedback and implement change beforehand. I mean, it doesn't matter who will be involved there. I think that would be very valuable for the game, and I have pitched that before plenty of times. But obviously that's, I guess it's gonna be hard to bring players into the core and to the decision table. Not decision table, at least feedback table. I can always see, yeah, Stefan, absolutely. I mean, we as guide creators are going to have to adapt if looking at that alone. That's obviously our problem. That's not the game's problem to build a game that suits us that make guides. But definitely we're going to have to address in the guide, if we're doing a ball swap, we're going to have to somewhat suggest a smoothest way of doing a ball swap. So what's the summary, Tommy? Sobering, right? Yeah, I would... Like I said, Ralph, like earlier, I have a hard, like now at first glance as well, it's impossible for me, like I said with the wind changes as well, it's impossible for me to sit here and say, no, this is shit. And it's also impossible for me to sit here and say, no, this is absolutely, like, yes, this is absolutely brilliant. So, I think, I see positive, the positive thing, like the absolute biggest positive thing is that we do have a sort function. Because once we get to learn how to use it, it's going to speed it up for us. Even if it doesn't maybe sound like that now, but it will. I'm positive of. But looking at the negative part, I definitely think that if we would have had the, you know, the favorite ball slots where we can select the move or just press a little star or something that it moves on top or something like that, I think that if we would have got that together with this, I would probably be celebrating. But I can't celebrate as it is now. I think it's halfway there, but adding that extra option would definitely cater to all the millions of players that are playing tournaments. That's what I think. So I can't just say a word to summarize it. I mean, I'm positive, but I think it could have been better. But yeah, it's a work in progress, absolutely. I mean, it's... yeah, Fensel, I mean, I would love to be a part of that. Like, I feel that I do have a lot of knowledge, but I know as well that there is loads of players out there that do have some great knowledge about the game. And the good with us that do play the game a lot is that we are nerds. Like, we know a lot, and we listen and we read a lot, especially in the different forums, and also especially in the messenger chats. Like, most of the stuff are not really posted in publicly. It's more discussed in in the private chats, in my opinion. But we can go into practice with the king and see how fast you can find, say, spirit. Alright, we can try that. Let's go. First and foremost, I'm going to have to find the kingmaker. So, wait. So this is so kingmaker. Obviously I used to know what that was, so I'm probably gonna go oldest. Yeah, that's. You see, you kind of have to learn how to. No, I've already played. No, you kind of have to learn. What did you say? Try selecting a ball, then changing the filter options in the bag. I tried that, Tony, and it does not stick. It does not stick. When you select how you want to view your balls and go out and back, it defaults to how they want you to see it. Feel sorry for any play with balls weakness. This looks like going to be a nightmare. You're gonna have to be prepared. Not everyone is having it. It's being rolled out on Amazon, Android, and Apple. All right, let's see. We're gonna swap to a spirit, we said, and then we're probably gonna go. Top spin. Yeah, there. That was, I mean, that was quicker than if I would have scrolled. But if I didn't know what to sort to, it would have been slower. So that's kind of my point with the whole thing here. Like, if we do know how to sort, then it's gonna be quicker. So let's say that would be having which one would I like to get in here now? I would like to I don't know. It's like a win fight. It's gonna take some time. My mind is obviously new. Okay, try to like a ball. Then changing the filter option in the bag. Aha, you mean on the tournament page, Tony? You can try that too. Yeah, it's because YouTube and Twitch are linked together, Ralph. That's why. So you see both YouTube comments and. All right, so let's. Yeah, that's what actually is smart. Let's try. We just select this ball here. All right, let's try this sheriff ball, and now after that I want to switch to the tiki ball. All right, so I'm setting my sort options here. Actually, before I go into the tournament, not on the main page. That's what I'm gonna try. Red Bull. Let's see if it sticks now. I think that what Tony, can you just confirm if that was you meant? No, I did not lose the spirit ball. I need to shoot the ball to lose it. Otherwise I would be down loads someone. Smashwood, thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. And then Petraco01, thank you for the follow, appreciate that. Guys will be out as well. Patreon.com/golfclashtommy, plugging that as well. From Barry, Golf Clash, why not just have it modeled like the emotes? This is just glorified categorization. Alright, I didn't see that, but then I've wasted a practice token, then let's take a look. And I'd say like this now, guys, I understand there will be a lot of thoughts here from everyone. And I see that on my own other social media platforms as well. I mean, this is a topic that should be discussed because it's a new feature which we get into the game. But again, just keep it on an okay level. James, right? That would be something. All right, let's see here now if it sticks. Oh. No, it does not. This Golf Clash, this you need to fix. I mean, the selection mode before you go in, I don't know, it needs to be fixed. I think that, right? I wasted a practice, so it's fine though. So it does not stick. That's, yeah, Ralph, or just find a way of instructing people. Ball swap is an essential part of part 3 play, but definitely going to think hard and long before adding a ball swap in the guide. Yep. But again, I'm gonna be very harsh towards myself and us that are using guides. Golf Clash, they are not creating a tool that should be adapted to us that are using a guide. I mean, they wouldn't. That's not what they are looking for, obviously, and so we can't really complain about. But even if you do not have a guide or not, creating your own shot ball sorting is definitely an essential thing. Yes, Pencil, I'm gonna get my practice tokens back, and thank you, Golf Clash, for that. Golf Clash comments, I've shared the sort option sticking with the development team already. Right. John, I think that would at least lower my IQ level a little bit if I would be throwing a ball like that in practice. I try to be positive, but it truly seems like no one that played him has ever actually played the game. Comment from Drew. You know, like, they are not obligated, obviously, Asen, to have us and listen to our opinion. Be objective here with even though I want more stuff, I'm just trying to be, there's always going to be negative and positive sides on an upgrade. I will say like this, I think this is an update to the game that is a million times better than the club nerfing. Let's say it like that. Matthew, what do you think? Erlich Gaming. I haven't seen so many comments going on. So if we have to, have it like this, can we at least have the change to order from low to high as well as high to low? Yeah, yeah, but that I agree with that. And then Barry didn't understand your comment, but that's not unusual for Barry. So I would like that too. I mean, when it comes to the wind, like when sorting there, like sorting on power, it's kind of like, all right, I want to have a wind 5 ball, but I want to have a power 1. I don't want to have, or like a power 0. I don't want to have a power 5 all the time. I would say to many people of play them and do not play the game and don't understand the problems of that we have. Play for pay is the only interest for Playdemic. I might be misreading here, but can someone enlighten me how this feature is purely for the how this is going to benefit players that pay for the game, and how it's going to be then a disadvantage for those that do not play, that you play free to play. I don't understand that. Like, I think if anything, I mean, if it's struggling to sort, it's easier to have less balls in your inventory. Yeah, that would have been 4 straight everywhere. Yeah, it would be the QR code stuff was a long time ago. I remember that. It was nice. That was. I think now, like, trying to get it. I've tasted it a little bit. I definitely think that it reverts back. I think it's definitely like that's a little slap. I would say. What's the new chess? Yeah, I can show the chess summary. Absolutely, I forgot about that. So the new chess summary. Say we open the chest. So when I open it, I can just skip. You can see, like, I can press this button on the top here, and then it shows me all the rewards. Then it shows all the rewards, so you don't have to press. And this is something I like. I mean, it's a minor thing, but I like it. But Hans Peter, what has the ball sorting about how many tickets I send to Golf Clash? Like, honestly, guys, like, if we're going to have a constructive dialogue about this, like, positive such as negative, we can't start talking about tickets, like how you might not getting a response to your ticket in the time you wanted to. That's a different discussion. You can complain about that elsewhere. I've no time for that. I mean, my point was, I don't see, like, because I reacted to your comment, because I cannot see how anyone can complain about that this is a feature made that would benefit those that do pay for the game more than for those that do not pay for the game. I think it's quite the opposite. That was my only point. I mean, then we can leave it at that because we clearly disagree with each other. But I get my tickets answered sometimes quick, sometimes not quick, and I mean, that's just life. Yeah, chess summary is nice. I agree with that. I agree with that, absolutely, with all of you. It's so instead of my 1 minute long chess video on a tournament, it's just gonna be one button, 10 seconds, done. No, but yeah, get my point. So there was something as well that I read about, something called an offer wall. Has anyone seen anything like that, or can Golf Clash elaborate about that maybe? I see. What do you mean with slices and hooks, Daffy? I don't really understand that. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, as I said, I think we have gone to like 50%, but we are missing the other 50%. That's my honest opinion at the moment. I definitely think the two things that I think we all have located so far, what from a tournament perspective once again, is to have the sort options to stick once we go into a hole. That would help loads. And also the best thing would be to be able to favorize a couple of balls, or just have some own slot stuff. Can you open a prism? I don't have a prism to open, unfortunately. Lägger vi till med guiden egentligen, okej? Right. It's gonna be very interesting to read everything that goes on in the different chats, because it's definitely going on in a massive, massive tempo at the moment in most of the chats here. So definitely interested to see, and I guess it's going to be. No, James! I know you want me to spend a spirit ball, and I'm gonna do that! We're gonna do that! I'm gonna play the new course. Like, I've been... can I actually show you here if you would like. When we're talking about that, because I do have it on the other account as well, so... Or like, we have it on all accounts, obviously, that's point. So I'm playing the new holes. The more paid balls you have, the advantage is greater, I suppose. Just for sorting before a hole, but really it's a great option when going into a new tour. And of course, obviously having paid balls compared to just going free to play, of course it's going to be an advantage. Like, that's always how it's going to be. One of the new par 3s here. This is obviously from the second tee. I always start on the lower tees before I move up to master, just to try some stuff out and such like that, and different options and stuff. I hope so, David. Absolutely. Like, it's a good thing that Golf Clash is in here listening to everyone. I mean, it's they obviously are not stupid. They understand that it might not be exactly as we want it, but yeah. So when you gonna start adding master videos for the mini, I won't. It's uploaded for Patreons, and that's how it's going to be. Those people that do want free content, I made some free videos, general videos before the tournament starts, then it's to use those. Otherwise, it's sign up on Patreon for those videos, because I don't have time to do both. And then I'm prioritizing the Patreons in this instance. I will be doing videos for the new course though, and I will be obviously live for everyone. So yes, absolutely, James. It will be this for those that do not have watched it all. Everything will be on the channel here. I'm not going to remove it. So we're gonna go back to that in a bit. I was, you know, having a lot of fun with it, with the big topper here. Could definitely see an easier way to maybe play through the trees with a club that is a little bit longer, play up to wedge, but I think hole 1 is gonna be fun. Yeah, maybe Duffy. I think this, like, a first look here, the new course is obviously absolutely beautiful. If there is anything Playdemic can do, in my opinion, it's to design new courses. They always look absolutely beautiful. Would be better. Tommy, the offer wall is a way for players to earn additional in-game rewards by competing. No. See, rolled out here for a nice little wedge. Open up your gold bags. No. So, guys, I think I'm gonna have to leave you all now. This obviously will be debated on various social medias. I have no doubt there will be other content creators that will stream this. I felt that I wanted to go live immediately because I know there will be a lot of thoughts and stuff like that about this. So let me read here now. Oh, alright. The offer wall is a way for players to earn additional in-game rewards by completing service, signing up to offers, etc. But it's only out to a small percentage of players as we trial it. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Then I'm not being blind. Because I thought that too. I was looking for it. So yes, I will be back tonight. I'm gonna play something else in Golf Clash. That's not often that I do that, but I'm gonna play some poker. It's gonna be for money. It's for 18 plus. I'm gonna be at 8 o'clock Swedish time. I will, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun. So hopefully you might tune in. Again, 18 plus. With that. Guide for Master will be out very soon. I'm slowing everything down being here, but it's gonna be out very soon for those of you that are a Patreon. So you can sign up there and get our guides on patreon.com/golfclashtommy, and there will be free videos up on YouTube for the new course starting already today, following up all the days now for the rest of the week, and also general text guides are already being made as I play and make notes and stuff like that with my initial elevations and everything like that will be posted to Patreons tomorrow as well, and then for the public on Sunday. Yeah, so far hole 1 and 2 I can't say they are that tough. I think they are not that tough. Alright guys, I will see you the next time, okay? Bye bye.